All right, what's up everybody? I just got my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold7 in, so let's go ahead and check this out. I ordered the blue shadow, and this is actually the first foldable that I have ever had, so I've been really looking forward to this. So, first unveiling here. And right off the bat, let's look at that. That looks nice. Once again, I got that the blue shadow, and that is looking good. And right off the bat, like wow. This thing feels thin. It is surprisingly light. This is an unboxing though, so obviously, before we get to the phone, let's check out everything else that we have here. So in the box, we've got your SIM ejection tool. For those of y'all still rocking a physical SIM, I am. I do not like eSIM. You've got your quick start guide, terms and conditions, and comes in at a USB-C to USB-C cable. So that's everything that's in the box. So let's go ahead and check out the phone though. So oh, that closes easily. That's nice. So yeah, this is the first foldable phone that I have ever had. My wife has had a couple iterations, and I never really jumped into it because when I've tried hers, while I've always been really interested in it, I always felt like previously when using them closed like this, I felt like it was too narrow. I felt like it was a chore using it on the closed screen, and I saw Samsung Unpacked and the updates that they made to this, and I was like, yes, I need this. It's wider, but it's also incredibly thin. As you can see there, I'm getting S25 Edge vibes. If you watch my video on the Edge, I love that phone. It might be my favorite phone of the year so far. But right here, we've got Samsung's thinnest, lightest fold ever. This bad boy is coming in at, when folded, it's coming in at 8.9 millimeters, which is 3.2 millimeters thinner than the Fold 6. When you are checking it out unfolded, that's coming in at 4.2 millimeters. So an incredibly thin phone, and it is also super light. 215 grams on this, which is 24 grams lighter than the Fold 6, and it's actually 3 grams lighter than the S25 Ultra. So let's go ahead and power this up. There we go. While this is booting up, you can see right here, obviously we've got this closed, we've got that cover display. The cover display, as I mentioned earlier, is wider. This is a 6.5-inch cover, which is a full HD plus dynamic AMOLED screen. It's a 2520 by 1080 resolution, up to 120 hertz, 2600 peak brightness. And yeah, so before I continue on, let me go ahead and just get this set up real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so we are here. We are logged in. Admittedly, like I said earlier, I did not like how narrow the closed, the outer display was on the older Fold models, and I set this up without having to open it up. I really am enjoying so far the wider front screen that we're getting with the Fold 7. Once again, this is a 6.5-inch Full HD plus dynamic AMOLED on this cover display, 2520 by 1080 resolution, up to 120 hertz, 2600 nits of peak brightness. This is, up from 6.3 inches on the Fold 6. Before we jump into the inner display, one thing that I want to do right off the bat, I don't love this navigation bar. I have grown so accustomed to the swipe gestures, I don't know what I would do without them anymore. So we're just going to go ahead and pop into settings, go into display, and we are going to update that to the swipe gestures. And that feels so much more natural. I was trying to swipe some things during setup and it was not happening. So now we're good to go. On the inner screen here, I mean, this is the start of the show, right? This is why we are buying this phone. This is the new main display. It's an 8-inch display. It's a quad XGA plus dynamic AMOLED display, 2184 by 1968, up to 120 hertz, 2600 nits of peak brightness. Once again, this is an 8-inch display up from 7.6 inches on the Fold 6. Performance-wise, man, this thing is nice. Like, this feels really nice. Like, I'm just blown away by this phone so far. Performance and storage-wise, once again, obviously color. I went with that blue shadow. I got the 512 version. All versions of this phone have the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, which is the same processor that you're getting in the S25 line. This is an improvement from the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 that you get in the Fold 6. Storage options, 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. During pre-orders, I got the 512 version because it's the same price as the 256. So, you know, pay the same price, get double the storage. Both the 256 and the 512 version come with 12 gigs of RAM. If you want more storage, more RAM, the 1 terabyte option will get you 16 gigs of RAM for all of your multitasking needs. What does all of that mean, though? What does, you know, having this great processor and this RAM mean? I mean, for this phone, this is going to be a productivity powerhouse, and this is going to help with that. You want to go ahead and, you know, have your multiple apps open, do it. You can be over here surfing the web while watching your favorite YouTubers videos. You can have, you know, your Twitter, your X, whatever open. Multitasking on this, it's not going to be beat. Processor RAM definitely helps that. And then outside of you know, multitasking, some content consumption, some productivity and all that, this is going to be a beast for mobile gaming. Sorry I wasn't able to, couldn't multitask there. I was focused on talking to you all. So yeah, I mean, if you're a gamer, this phone this is gonna be amazing for you. This screen is absolutely beautiful. This is running smooth. So far, absolutely loving this. And then aside from the beautiful build, great colors, amazing hardware, this is also coming with a 4400 milliamp hour battery. Unfortunately, this is the same as the Fold 6, so we're not really seeing any improvements there. Although, check out those cameras. And I want to be honest, guys, I'm not really a camera person, but there have been upgrades to the cameras on the Fold 7 compared to previous models. This phone is coming with a 200 megapixel wide camera, which is the first time that we're seeing one of those on the Z Fold, which is up from a 50 megapixel on the Fold 6. Specifically, this has the 200 megapixel wide lens, the 10 megapixel telephoto, the 12 megapixel ultra wide. But yeah, so ultimately, I mean, what that means is obviously we have this front facing camera for your selfies, which, you know, you can see there. Nothing, you know, your standard selfie camera, right? So we'll see how this looks. But then the good thing here is if you want to use those good cameras for your selfies, all you got to do is, you know, you can turn that cover screen preview on. You can turn that around and you can actually see what you're looking at. It's pretty much it for my unboxing today. Like I said, I've been waiting for this one. My first time jumping into the universe of the foldables, and so far this is really just meeting what I was hoping to find out of a foldable phone. It feels great, one-handed, it doesn't feel too narrow, and from what we were looking at earlier, I mean, the screen looks great as well. I can't wait to just dive into some productivity, some YouTube, you know, maybe watching some shows on here. The content consumption's going to be great on this thing. The mobile gaming's going to be great. So can't wait to dive more into this phone over the coming weeks. I will be I will be posting a more detailed review in a week or two. May do a day in the life. So if you're interested in any of those, make sure that you subscribe so you stay up to date. But one last look, guys. Look at that. That phone. It looks beautiful. It feels amazing. I mean, this phone, right off the bat, my first day with it, first hour with it. This is going to be great. I'm really excited. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you got your own Fold 7 or if you're on the fence. If you're not rocking this one, what phone are you rocking instead? And then don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel because your support does mean everything. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.